Okay, and welcome to our first episode of a podcast that we don't really know the name of.
I mean, I do.
It's to be determined. I came up with a name. He loves it. I don't exactly love it. It's called Too Many Words right now as of this moment. But I am one of two co-hosts, Isaac William Joseph. You wanted to introduce yourself?
I'm Jordan.
Just Jordan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you are just Jordan, aren't you?
I'm just Jordan.
Just Jordan. Okay.
TikTok.
Jordan, go ahead and tell them what we just did.
We just introed the podcast. What are you talking about?
Why did I tell you to shut up all the way home?
Yeah. We went and saw a movie. We went and saw the Dragon Ball movie. The new Dragon Ball superhero.
Superhero.
It was Isaac's first real experience with Dragon Ball.
I want to say outside of, being such a big pop culture thing in selective Vanoss gaming videos, I've never actually saw legit Dragon Ball footage. But I did go into this really wanting to like what I saw. So
nice.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as a relatively long time Dragon Ball fan, I watched it as a kid growing up, but I didn't get really into it until I was probably, I think, 20. I just one day was like, I'm gonna watch all the Dragon Ball. So I did literally that. I watched every episode of the first original Dragon Ball series, watched every episode of the original Dragon Ball Z series, and I watched every episode of the Dragon Ball Super. And then Dragon Ball Super Broly came out. Fantastic movie. That was great. Art style kind of threw me off a little bit. A lot of people really like it. Personally, I think it's weird. I
think it's absolutely beautiful. I thought it was stunning.
Well, I'm talking about the last movie.
Oh, the last movie.
So, the new movie, they switched it up again. They were going for more of the CG animation style that a lot of anime's been going for these days.
I really like it.
A lot of people are really liking that too.
It gave me, what's it called? That one video game that recently came out with a trilogy. The sequel was out for ever.
I have no idea.
Borderlands.
Oh, Borderlands. Okay.
It almost had a Borderlands kind of style to it for me.
For this movie in particular, I felt the action scenes, the fight scenes were fantastic, and the animation worked really great for them. But for the regular dialogue and whatnot, I felt it felt kind of off-putting for me, actually, to be honest. I don't know.
Are we going to put a spoiler warning before we speak on anything else?
Yeah. Right now we're just going to go over generic things.
Okay. I will say, this being my first thing with this stuff ever, I didn't know what to think. I was entertained. But, I saw a brief amount of comments talking about how they just saw it, and people love it.
People are liking it a lot, actually. There's a lot of things they did that I didn't really understand yet. Hopefully we'll get that more elaborated later. But, yeah.
Okay, for us reviewing of what the heck are you doing?
I need you closer to your microphone.
Oh, you can't hear me?
No, I can't. I want to...
You want me to talk sexy to you?
No, okay. That's not coming up at all, just so you know.
Really?
I mean, don't forget, your microphone's here.
I know, but
You're
what's
talking
this
into
for?
the pop filter.
What?
That's, so when you...
So when I go...
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
Or when you go...
Why would
doesn't really come
Why
through.
would I ever go...
It's like when you're talking and you put a bit more emphasis on the P or something like that. And it kind of goes like a crackle or like a pop. That's why they're called pop filters. So if you could get that closer, I would think it'd be better, but I don't think you can. I kind of fidgeted with it.
I don't think it'll make any difference. I have the voice of an angel, So.
Okay.
But right now I'm writing down descriptions of characters.
That already worked a lot better.
And then correlating them with what their real name is. Because, I don't know these people. So I'm writing down character names and... Okay, so Green Boy is obviously Piccolo. That was actually a character I knew. Let me go down the characters I knew before ever seeing this stuff. Piccolo, Goku, Vegeta.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah. Sexy grandma? Question mark.
Sexy grandma.
Blue hair?
Blue hair?
Yeah.
That's Bulma. She's actually only like in her 40s.
Bulma. Wait, that means... Oh, God.
Probably not even that. She's probably in her mid to late 30s.
I like the name Dr. Hedo. That's
Hedo? I thought that was interesting.
That's a good name. I love...
Oh, spoiler warning. That's a name that hasn't been revealed yet. So
Was that a new character?
That's a brand new character.
Really? I felt like I had heard that somewhere before.
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope.
I liked Thing 1 and Thing 2.
Those were also both new characters.
They were the... I mean, they were the androids, but what were they called?
Gamma.
Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. Okay.
They were actually... I
were
thought
so
they had a
cool
really unique
looking.
dynamic. I was expecting something completely different from them. I didn't like their designs.
All right.
Personally, but you said that you did.
Oh, I loved their look. I loved their look so much. And I just slapped down a pen on the table. They're gonna hear that. They're not gonna like
That's gonna be very, very, very loud on the recording. And I could probably tweet that.
I just set down my water very carefully.
We'll
But Jordan, what was your favorite character?
Well, I wanted
Not
it
what
to be
is your
Vegeta,
favorite character.
but like Vegeta wasn't hardly in the movie.
Yeah, so like at the very I could recognize the very moment we got into the third act, and it was when Dr. Hedo was riding on that train thing coming up behind Magenta.
Magenta, there you go.
Magenta.
You got it.
Yeah.
That's great.
And then they had their little fight, but I was like, nah, that's not it. That's not it.
I was expecting... So, a thing they do, very common. It's very, very common. Goku and Vegeta come in the last second and save the day. That's the trope.
I was calling that.
That's the Dragon Ball trope, honestly. That didn't happen. And it honestly blew me kind of away. I really appreciated and
what was
respect
the BBEG?
I don't remember what... It was... I called it Cell 2.0.
Yeah, that's...
but that's not what its actual name was.
They called him Cell a few times.
Yeah, well, Cell is a insectoid android that's like the perfect android. What?
I keep on wanting to eat my chili, but I really don't know I don't want to know what I sound like eating on this thing.
Just eat your fucking chili.
No! That's a curse
chili.
word, Jordan. This is a clean podcast. What are you talking about?
Is it?
No, it's not.
Okay, shut the fuck up. Oh, that's gonna be loud.
That is so hearty.
It was like Cell Prime or something like that. I don't fucking remember, honestly.
Well, anyways, when he showed up, I'm like, where have Goku and Vegeta been this whole time?
They're on a different planet.
Yep.
The movie itself was very, very reminiscent of Broly's Second Coming / Bio Broly, which was the original Broly movies for Dragon Ball Z that I briefly mentioned to you. So something with those is behind the scenes, the animation production company, they wanted more Dragon Ball because Dragon Ball was a hit. People were loving it. People were buying everything. Money. Creators of Dragon Ball didn't want to make more Dragon Ball, so the producers made their own. Those were all the Dragon Ball Z movies, and that was also the Dragon Ball GT anime. People love or hate GT. It's really incredibly 50-50. GT introduced a lot of really good and interesting concepts and a lot of good things, but it was written terribly, executed poorly.
Jordan.
What?
How long have we been doing this?
11 minutes?
11 minutes. Okay. I'm going to set a 50-minute timer.
Actually, I was going to cut us off at 11.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, whatever comes first if we run out of things to talk about. But let's talk about this movie, bro.
Well,
okay.
You told me to wait to talk about this stuff to you, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about it.
Okay, yeah, you're right. I told him to shut the hell up on the way here. And he kind of struggled at first. So we just put on my favorite band on the radio. And he put it to max, and I could just sing all the way home. Dude, we should have started a podcast on that principle alone years ago. I don't have to talk to you during car rides. That's freaking awesome. You know? Just sit down, shut up. We'll talk about it on the podcast. Jordan? Speaking of Jordan, it was really cool when those two guys turned into you.
Shut the fuck up. Okay.
So what was wrong with what happened there?
Okay, so the fusion dance is a fusion technique where you do the dance and then these two people fuse. Quite literally. You can fuck it up. And
How?
one of two things will happen when you fuck it up.
But how do you mess it up?
So if you do the finger...
If you miss fingers?
If you miss fingers.
Really?
If you do the dance slightly out of sync or any sort of anything like that, you'll fuck it up. It has to be done perfect.
So you're saying when our guys did it on WWE 2K, we would have messed it up because that was our entrance tag team motion?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Also, they have to be of roughly the same size and stature. Otherwise, it just won't work.
Really? So we can't soul bond, baby girl?
No.
Oh my gosh, I can soul bond with Mason. Oh my gosh.
Anyways, one of the two ways you can fuck it up is you'll either be a fat fusion, which can't really do a whole lot, but is like a human bowling ball or like wrecking ball.
So it's like a tank.
Yeah, but you can't really, you won't have a lot of power. If you fuck it up the other way, you're quite the opposite, the exact opposite, if you will, actually. You're a skinny, frail old man. Not old, but you're skinny and frail, but you have, like, incredible blast power.
What happens if you do it right?
If you do it right, your power will grow exponentially. It's not a multiplier, it's an exponential thing. It's like, think of it like to the 10th power, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Say you have a power level of classic Dragon Ball maybe 9,000. You fuse with another guy that's power level 9,000.
I know about 9,000.
You essentially have 9,000 to the exponent of 10, which is like, I don't know, 9 billion or some shit.
Oh, really?
I don't remember, honestly. I don't know exponents very well.
Well, anyways, what was your favorite character in this specific movie, Elon? Who won you in this hour and 30 minutes?
I mean, Gohan's a classic. It's an easy option, but I think...
I never knew of his existence.
Gohan is Goku's firstborn son.
I got that.
Yeah. He's had a bit of a rocky road because he was supposed to take over the TV show. That was the original creator's intention.
So some real life stuff messed up some in-game stuff.
Essentially, yeah.
Ooh.
The original creator wanted to do that. Fans did not like that.
Really?
So what the original creator, Akira Toriyama, he did in Backlash is he made him a pussy. He made him stop training entirely and focus entirely on his studies, and have him pretty much just take a backseat to everything. Gohan was seriously set up to be the most powerful character, and he still could be.
That movie was pretty convincing.
Yeah, so I'm getting to that. Fans were upset that he made him a pussy, so he just got a little fed up. Honestly, I can understand that, can't you? Well, they're like, we don't want him to take over, but we don't want him to be a bitch either. And I'm like, the fuck?
That kind of correlates with if you want like a WWE superstar to be appreciated, you fire them and then you hire them.
I can get that.
And then it's like, Cody Rhodes is on top of the freaking world right now despite being injured, and nobody really liked him 6 years ago.
I can get that.
But that's kind of a relevant parallel, but you know.
Anyways, So what they've done, the original producer or original creator is not necessarily part of the team anymore. He has to oversee everything and make sure it's his vision, but like he doesn't actively do writing and stuff anymore. But for the movies, he wrote the entire script, which is a big deal, to be honest. The most of the other stuff is all taken by his protege, second in command, if you will. I can't remember his name right now, but he was actually found through the internet and he was handpicked because he could mimic the original art style so perfectly that it was like indistinguishable. And so Amanda Toriyama was like, I want him. And that's how that happened. But anyways,
fantastical.
This new guy takes care of like everything now, like pretty much everything. Anyways, Gohan. People wanted Gohan to actually take more of a spotlight because they didn't like seeing him as a pussy.
So he was your favorite in this movie?
Yes.
Okay.
So like it was really good to see him being, the shit. But,
yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck, honestly.
I was actually really excited to get into this. I was really starting to like these characters. I loved the art style. It was very beautiful. But I'd say, given off of like memes and pictures and just existing my whole life, I've gotten a good idea of what characters look like. So I'll be familiar with people,
Mm-hmm.
Piccolo especially, one of them. I always thought he was cool.
Piccolo's dope.
Yeah. But I really just loved those Gamma twins.
They were
so
great. I really...
much.
That's what I was going to say. Like, I really liked the dynamic Gohan had in this movie, but, like, I loved the twins. They were, honestly... They ended up, like... They really stole the show.
And that really ties into my favorite part of the movie. It's when Gamma 2 really just tries to save everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really awesome. Especially when he relayed that one phrase to his twin, which was, you didn't confirm, because, of the death.
Mm-hmm.
And Dr. Hedo.
You should actually have enough space. If you wanted to relax a bit more, you can pick up your microphone.
I don't want to pick up my microphone. How's it look? How's the feedback look?
Very minimal.
Very minimal. All right. I'll be crouched over the rest of my life for this. Give me money, I'll keep doing it.
That's what I'm saying. We can probably put it on this. This will have a lot more rigidity.
I'm Gucci. I'm Gucci. Okay. I promise.
I'm gonna put it on the other one.
But what was your favorite part? Was it the Gohan like?
The new Gohan transformation was stellar, like seriously stellar. Something I know about Saiyans is they essentially they are very emotional. Everything that's about them is emotion, whether it's rage, joy, happiness, anger, whatever. People call Piccolo Gohan's true father because he was the one that trained him and raised him and bullshit. I don't agree with that personally because Goku did a lot for his family. He died like 3 times for it. Like, what the fuck? What was I talking about?
Dragon Ball.
Well, obviously I know that much. Oh yeah, when he saw Piccolo get his shit rocked, and he probably
was
thought he
like,
was dead.
Poppy.
He got very upset.
You know what? You know what Saiyans are?
What?
They're just an alien species that have steroids intertwined with their emotions.
Yeah.
And Piccolo has steroids via dragon.
I was really happy to see the Super Namekian come back because like that had always been kind of a limbo thing that hadn't really actually they hadn't done in the official setting that they had set up. You know how I said like the movies and whatnot, they weren't really technically part of it. They had done it previously in those movies, and they hadn't done it in the real canon yet, which is this is part of. So it was really good to see that.
Jordan.
What?
I love you.
What?
Do I need a freaking reason?
No.
I freaking love you.
I freaking love you.
Cool.
Okay.
Do you appreciate that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Cool.
What
Are we done talking about Dragon Ball?
do you want to be?
Well, I don't... Okay, so, like, this is the thing. This could definitely be a podcast that reviews movies, but I don't want this to be a movie review podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
As
I'm also
in...
talking about more than just a movie, though.
Yeah, you're really just telling me the whole Dragon Ball
I'm trying
universe.
to, yeah, I was kind of trying to help you through it a little bit, but, like...
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, if you want to talk about something else, we can talk about something else. It's our podcast. We can do whatever the fuck we want.
Absolutely. But you know, let's score this movie.
Let's score it.
Let's score it.
I can't
Actually, before you do that, what was your least favorite part of this movie?
Least favorite part? Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, there's so many choices. Shitty movie.
I didn't really like the first fight with Piccolo. I thought it was kind of...
With Game of Two?
Mm-hmm.
Really? Okay.
I feel like that was a little bit like... It felt forced, and like it didn't really come to a proper climactic end for me.
I will say, before I was really invested in the very beginning, same goes with most movies that I watch. You know, since I'm trying to write a book and like trying to be a screenwriter, I kind of notice a little bit more when it comes to like dialogue, what I don't like. Kind of like when that girl came in and she's like, "Oh, you're here. Yeah, I just decided to bring this in." Like nobody was asking you about that or something like that. I don't know. It just, some parts just definitely felt unnatural. Maybe it was like a Japanese translation kind of thing.
A lot of it is.
But yeah, before I was really invested, I did notice just a couple overly manufactured dialogue. Just, yeah. But my least favorite part of the movie, seeing your ass one too many times in this movie. Okay, that was, dude, they were excessive. They showed that man's ass with like 7 times. It had serious runtime, bro.
The failed fusion, they did a field fusion.
Looks like Jordan?
They had to rock with it for a little bit. And it's the fat one, and his pants got ruined, and his ass was just out for most of the time. And yeah, they really like showing that off, I guess, for some reason. I don't know why. Not a question I have an answer for.
Okay. Well, when it comes to rating movies, I like the out of 100 system.
Out of 100, I was gonna rate it out of 5 because I don't think I can rate it out of 10.
Really?
Because like, I don't know, like I was gonna give it like a 4.2 out of 5. So I guess 42 out of or 84 out of 100.
Okay.
But that seems too high for me. Honestly.
Well, I have zero impression of how people expect movies like this to be.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't plan on rating movies as a regular thing on this podcast unless I want to get really methodical with it. Like nitpicks or a -1. You know, like every movie starts with 100 score and then minus whatever throughout the movie.
Cinema sense.
But yeah, kind of like that. But since I'm not crazy about animes, as much as I tried so hard to be into anime, I don't diss on anime. I'll definitely enjoy stuff that you enjoy. You know.
There's a few anime that you've said before you really liked.
Yeah. Right now, I'm watching. I recently started watching Goblin Slayer again on my computer.
Nice. Even
though Armin will hash me left to right about how it's taken me like a year to watch 12 episodes. But anyways, Goblin Slayer, he's freaking awesome. But out of 100, 75. I'll give it a 75. That's fair. Yeah,
That's not
I
too
mean,
bad. I can't
for my
argue with that.
first Dragon Ball movie, I would have expected a little bit more main character. But yeah,
So they're trying to go away from that main character trope, where like
that's fine.
not Goku and Vegeta.
If they're trying to
main
make
characters,
this
like-
show like eternal and like give it some real continuity, yeah, Captain and Iron Man are not here anymore. You know,
I think Saiyans can live to like 400.
Uh,
I don't know. If
well
that's
then I don't know.
They can live up
Anime.
a long time.
Woot.
Woot.
But anyways, Jordan,
What?
what's the name of this podcast?
Too many words.
Too many words? You sure?
I mean, no. If you're not sitting on that,
I'm thinking with the way we'll just straight up have no idea what we're going to talk about some weeks. See, this is the really dumb thing that we're doing, Jordan. You see, people who are famous, who start a podcast, they can really afford to just shoot the shit, like just have normal conversations.
Yeah.
Because those are interesting characters that people are very interested in because they're very talented in what they do previously.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're not those people.
Yeah, we're better.
People like us have thematic podcasts, like a horror movie podcast.
I'm not doing a thematic podcast. I want you to know that.
I think it's a little too gimmicky for us anyways, okay? I think segments are just something that we can't... I don't know if I'd have time throughout the week to research segments. Anyways.
Like
but-
I brought up to you before, I think we should just, like, during the week, write down, a dozen
I
topics.
feel like we just start the episodes with what we did that week.
I mean, yeah. We could
Like,
definitely do
here's something. At my job, I work at a factory, guys. Okay, I'm not going to say the company name just in case. But I work at a factory, and I just recently had my benefits meeting with the union. And I can't afford health insurance because I'm going to school, so I don't work enough hours throughout the week to have free health insurance covered by the union. It would cost me about $400 a month. So my girlfriend, she's going to hook me up on benefits through the government. So how do you do? But Jordan, the reason why I brought this up is there was the instructor that was there. He actually almost cried during the meeting.
Oh, why?
It actually like went from 0 to 100 real friggin' quick, or at least comfy to tense real friggin' quick.
Okay.
What had happened was he got to the part where we couldn't treat our retirement pension like it's a savings account. How you can't just take out money when you need it for your retirement pension, because that would be silly, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he started listing off the things as to why you could take money out early before you retire. Yeah. He had 3 reasons. I only remember the first one because that's when he almost cried. He said, the first reason why you could ever take out money is if you have a child that dies. And he took the longest pause ever. And his eyes got shiny. I'm like, dog. But, he collected himself. Why are you playing with a transformer?
Same reason why you can't sit still.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm engaged.
What?
With you.
Yeah,
I'm engaged to you. We're married.
Okay. No, we're not.
Yeah, we skipped the ceremony. Put the transformer away.
No, I'm focusing and I'm listening to you.
You sissy licker.
I'm like I said. There's the same reason why you can't sit still for things.
All right. Anyways.
So that you're saying this dude seemed like he lost a child.
Yeah, he definitely appeared to have. Or he lost a nephew or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah. That was actually probably the most interesting thing that happened to me this week.
Most interesting thing that happened to me this week. Well, it's Tuesday, so I can't really say a whole lot. But in the past 7 days, I got back from my vacation. I found out I'm going to be working 2 days this weekend in my old department. I'm not going to, so I work for Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee. That's what I was actually going to talk to you about, but I saved it for this podcast. Imagine, okay?
Mm-hmm.
We become the biggest podcast in Iowa, and our old work calls us for a meet and greet at their store like 4 years from now. And I'm going to get to the email before you, and I'm going to say, no.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or I do. It really depends on how long it takes for them to do that, because I'll definitely flex on old coworkers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. You show up, Allie. We're like,
hey, don't
"What's up,
name drop.
Allie?"
Don't name drop. What the hell?
I'm not saying her last name.
Okay.
What? You fucking said your whole last name at the beginning?
Yeah, I'll say... Wait, what?
You said your whole last name?
Yeah, that's my name. I give myself consent.
Just don't say the whole name. You're fine. Don't say your address. You're fine.
My name is Isaac William Joseph, and I will be remembered as such. Okay, I'm branding myself. You as just Jordan? That's great. You thief.
You're Isaac. You're not Isaac William Joseph.
I am Isaac William
Isaac.
Joseph.
Joseph.
Isaac William Joseph.
Joseph. I'm not going to let this down. I want you to understand that.
All right, Jordan Austin Van Cleve.
Yeah. That's my name.
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with it. No one's going to fucking listen to this.
Yeah.
At least not yet.
Jordan.
We got to get to episode 100 before we get a single viewer.
You know what we should do with episode 100?
We still got like a while left. So.
You know what we should do with episode 100?
What?
3-hour episode.
Jesus.
No. I have actually been wanting my favorite comedy podcasts to be doing this for like a celebratory episode, but they never did. So I guess I'll, cash in on that idea. But I guess we got 2 years to do it because it's a weekly freaking podcast, and 100 is almost 104, and that's 2 times 52, and math. 3 hours of us playing Cards Against Humanity.
We'll get 2 other people on the show.
Yeah.
I want to have guest appearances like from Armin and like just get Jeezy up here.
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Yeah, we don't have to pay him.
That wasn't. We don't make money. So
what I'm thinking is, speaking of that, I talked to John.
Who's John?
JP
Morgan?
University. Screw it, he doesn't care. John Purdue. I talked to John Purdue. I talked to him about...
It doesn't matter, so...
I talked to him about guitar riffs.
Okay.
And I want him to do our intro and outro eventually.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I want him to think of something original.
I thought we didn't like him anymore.
I love him. He's just, off the rocks sometimes. But he's aware he's off the rocks sometimes.
I never understand you. But that's alright. Sometimes you don't need to be understood.
Hey man, I have a gas tank for everybody that comes into my life.
Except for Mason.
And everybody comes into it and uses a little bit of gas until I'm empty on them. Someone that I'm empty on, Mason. Someone I'm empty on, Sydney. Okay?
Really?
But that doesn't mean they can't refill the gas tank. It's just really expensive. Gas is expensive. Okay?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. I know my worth. I refuse to be abused by such people.
Next topic.
I
don't.
Well, I want to call it like the Podverse.
The Podverse.
Because we are literally, since we're going to be not thematic, we're going to be literally a little bit of everything. grab from here, grab from there. I will be literally talking about other podcasts on this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's free advertisement for millionaires. Like Two Bears, One Cave. I love Two Bears, One Cave. We are discount Two Bears, One Cave. We are 2 Cubs, 1 basement.
In my bedroom, bro.
1 Jordan's room. Okay. And,
You keep looking at your phone.
yeah, my girlfriend keeps texting me, man.
Call her.
I actually,
Bring her on the
it was
podcast.
definitely a thought to just leave my phone in the other room so I wouldn't be distracted. I actually want myself to be a little bit more disciplined if this does become like a legit weekly thing. And the weekly thing is 100% dependent on you, because you're definitely the tech guy so far, and I don't know tech for crap. Okay? I don't know tech for crap.
Yes.
Okay, I was just going to get the Anchor app.
I don't think that would have.
Hey, don't say anything about Anchor, okay? They'll probably sponsor us.
Well,
Okay.
I was just saying, like, I understand that they're probably good, but I don't think they would have. That the app would have like done what we wanted.
Probably not. But maybe there's a computer software.
I did a few other programs, and like I looked into
You're
it.
cross-platforming.
What?
You're using multiple programs.
Yeah, I'm using actually 4.
Well, I'm never going to be able to do this myself.
I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Don't.
Really?
You'll have me forever.
I'm charismatic as hell, bro. Okay. I can be a commentator for things.
I mean, like I said, I was really looking into it. I was trying to get it to be able to, have 2 different mics on one PC to record off of that. But you can't do that, apparently. You need audio recording devices. That's what the point of the clapping is.
Okay.
We'll figure it out. We'll get a bit more streamlined, and we'll figure it out as we go.
Okay. Jordan,
What?
what is something that you want the audience to know about you right off the bat? He's half Asian.
No, I'm not.
Jordan, if he worked out, he would look like Vegeta.
No, that's you, dumbass. I like Transformers. That's about it.
You want to point the camera at me real quick?
You got a camera on you.
Oh, snap!
I pointed that out 3 times now, actually.
You probably said it in Spanish or something. I ran out of water,
I didn't.
and we don't have a director to get us things. But Jordan, what's your goal in life?
To open my own bar.
Yeah? You want to
Own and
expand
operate
on
my own
that?
bar. Yeah, my life
What's
goal.
your fantasy, baby?
My life goal is to own and operate my own bar, and I want to. I got the name from Isaac. It's gonna be called Spellcasters.
Spellcasters,
Yeah,
where you drink your spells and you cast your pods.
So the premise with it is
Baby.
like I'm gonna have these rooms that are soundproofed and like set up with cameras and like tables and mics and everything that you can essentially rent out, and you can play Dungeons and Dragons in them, or like you can have a podcast in them, or you can just do whatever you need to do. Obviously, no explicit stuff. That's illegal. Don't do that. The fuck.
I mean, there's no regulations on like podcasts.
No, it's not. I meant like
3-year business.
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be kind of gross. Like Howard Stern, he did whatever he wanted on his radio show.
Yeah.
He banged a girl on his radio show,
Wait,
right?
what?
Yeah,
What?
I think so.
That sounds fucked up. I'm not gonna lie.
Bucket list? Hey man, I said we were engaged. It's not against God. Wait a second. It is against God.
Oh my god.
But depending on who's listening, that's completely subjective.
I guess yeah.
Yeah. But a little bit. Are you done with you?
I don't remember what I was talking about.
Are we gonna get to the good part?
Oh yeah, I was talking about the bar I want to open. So you're gonna have these rooms that are that you can rent, and I also want to have it so you can essentially rent a dungeon master. You pay them; they'll be like $15 an hour or something. And then but like on the front,
you're gonna be a bar owner. You're gonna own an establishment.
And then, but on
and you're basically setting yourself up to be paid $15 an hour via podcasts.
No, that would be so. It wouldn't be me. I wouldn't be one of the DMs you can hire. I'd be the owner. I would be working on the bar front most of the time.
Oh, like those guys would get paid $15 an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What's booth rental? What's podcast room rental?
So
see, I had that fantasy minus the bar part earlier in my life.
I don't know if I want to do an hourly rate or like a nightly rate.
I was thinking $50 an hour.
That seems like a lot, though.
Yeah. Well, 17-year-old thought. 17-year-old version of me thought $100 an hour. Yeah. But
I mean, you can go rent a hotel room for $100 a night.
Yeah. Yeah, $50 an hour or 30.
So that's what I was thinking. Like maybe I'll just do like $150 a night or something like that. You have all the equipment there ready for you. I mean, it's good.
I think.
But like you get like 8 hours maximum.
Okay, so like $150, and then you.
That's something I had
mathematically figure out how much each minute would cost over the span of 8 hours, turning into $150 at that 8 hours. And that would be your rate, sonny boy. Like 150 divided by 8. That's how much money you would charge per hour.
0.3125 seconds or cents per minute.
Yeah, and if they stopped at like 6 hours, and that's a long episode. If people were recording their sessions, their D&D sessions, like they stopped at 6 hours and 17 minutes, then you calculate that crap and.
Like I said though, I hadn't really set on anything yet.
We'll be billionaires one day, Jordan. I promise.
But on the front side of it, I want there to be like a legitimate like bar. Like you can come in, order a drink. Give me a shot of whiskey, Marty.
Give me a Cape Cod.
Mm-hmm. But
I'll build your bar deck.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thor: Love and Thunder boat.
Okay. No.
No?
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, for my backyard only. Okay. If you've seen Thor: Love and Thunder, you know what I'm talking about.
I don't even know if I want to have an
the best Thor movie, by the way. I don't care what everybody says.
I don't even know if I want to have an outdoor section.
Why would you have an outdoor section?
Because a lot of bars do.
Oh.
Like a patio. You just said like patio.
Yeah, it would be my patio if I was building it for me. It would just be like the thing that divides customers from the bartender. It would work. You're just not seeing the picture in my head right now, baby girl.
Probably. Anyways, yeah, I mean, that's my life goal. That's what I want to do. We're gonna get there someday. It's gonna take a long time.
All right. Are we gonna get to the good part?
No, that's it.
Yeah, me. The good part's me. No, don't do that. Don't do that.
You got 15 minutes.
I got 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 15 minutes and 45 seconds and counting on my thingy. But, what do I want to do? I want to do everything, Jordan.
It's
like,
you're a loser.
No. Like, this summer was literally one of the best starts. Dude. When did we go to New York?
That was in April?
April. It was one of the... Okay, so...
March.
Third day in New York, it was May 1st. We went to see the Statue of Liberty on May 1st. So, April 29th, that was the first day of the rest of my life. Okay? First day of the rest of my life. Any day can be the first day of your rest of your life, guys, okay? It's just takes your decision, okay? Make new chapters in your life. Inspire yourself. Anyways, dude, we went to New York.
I can't wait to go back.
We went to a 3 Days Grace concert, and then everything in between that was just kick ass. Okay, we saw Thor: Love and Thunder, which I guess is a debatable experience, but I loved it, and you loved it.
I love it.
I got a Mjolnir freaking popcorn bucket. Shout out AMC.
Speaking of Mjolnir, oh wait, I can't say anything about that. Never mind.
Okay, but like we did so many different things. I got a new truck, which is kind of bittersweet right now, but I won't elaborate on that until
soon.
Yeah, we can elaborate on a couple weeks. Like, hey, Isaac, what'd you do this week? Oh, I spent $5,000.
You already spent it.
Yeah, it's already there, but it's in the metaverse right now. Yeah, but anyways, I want to do a lot of things. Like, I want to climb mountains and stuff, but those are, I guess, side quests to. Right now I'm writing a book, which exactly didn't start out as a book. It was an idea that I would be...
It was a D&D character is what it was.
It was a D&D character, and I'm, adapting it to a unique story of mine. It was supposed to be a screenwrite, a script, and then I'm like, Isaac, you don't know how to freaking write scripts. I will learn how to write a script. That's what I'm going to school for. By the way, I'm going to school in 2 days. What time is it? Wait. Okay. In an hour, it will be tomorrow. In an hour, it will be Wednesday. I go to school on Thursday. And to be honest, I'm a little scared. I'm a 22-year-old man. The last time I was in college, I was 19. I turned 20, actually. I had just turned 20. And a month later, I dropped out. Due to a pool of things. But, I'm back on the horse, going to school to be an accomplished writer, and hopefully I can get on, like, a creative team for, like, Disney. That would be dope. Specifically the MCU. Creative team for, like, I don't know, HBO.
All right, but
AMC.
But what's your life goal?
What's my life goal?
Yeah, and the same question you asked me.
I don't want my life to be exotic. I want it to be easy.
Define that.
Define that?
Yeah.
I don't need a Lamborghini.
Going towards is exotic.
What?
The way you're going towards, like, you're like, I want to do everything. That's exotic.
I mean, I guess have exotic experiences, but, like, I don't need exotic things. Like, I don't need a giant house. I don't need a Bugatti. I'll definitely rent one if I can afford it, But
renting supercars is actually a lot more affordable.
I know it is. I've seen ads, but I would definitely. I would invest in super ridiculous things that I could have fun in for a very long time, like jet skis. I love jet skis. Never ridden on one. Okay, I'm like Mobius.
You sound like Owen Wilson's character.
Yeah, I'm like But yeah, I want to invest in experiences like we did all summer, dude. This is the best year of my life. Like, look at what we're experiencing right now is the first day of the rest of our life. Okay, think about it. Anyways, so I taught myself to be in love with every step that will be a part of the process to achieving my dream jobs. It starts with being a student, and then it starts with being probably someone's bitch writer, and then I'll be on, like, a creative team for someone big. I have a website, thescaldstone.com. hopefully this whole thing can turn into Scald Stone Productions, and then we can like branch out like merch and podcasting and writing works and all this other fun stuff. But for now it's just a blog. But maybe if stuff doesn't work out, I'm charismatic enough to be a writer for the WWE. I feel like I can.
I feel like running for them is hard.
A lot of people can disagree with you.
Okay.
I think it is hard, and I think that's why a lot of people shit on WWE writers for not being creative enough. But honestly, you have such. I mean, it doesn't seem like a big roster, but like you have all these different characters on the WWE roster, and you have to make them collaborate in a sensical way, and that's difficult, especially when you don't take an off season. It's every week, twice a week sometimes. But the Today Show has crossed my mind a couple of times. My mom, she made me fall in love with the fantasy. Isaac, what if you were talking into a microphone for the Today Show and you're on the sideline for the Super Bowl? I'm like, what? Mom, leave, because you just gave me a boner, like stuff like that. But I eventually want to have the balls. Like, this is endgame stuff. Actually, no, endgame stuff is like me on a fishing boat having all the money in the world. But endgame, legit, people will know my name career is directing. I want to be competent, and I want to be original, and I just want to be, whatever I do, I want to be, I want
directing.
to try to be great at it.
I respect directing, but I don't think that's exactly like something I would have any interest in doing, because like all you're really doing is just taking someone else's story and putting it in your own vision.
Yeah, that's why I actually have fantasized about being a screenwriter for a lot longer than I would be directing. But like James Gunn, he writes and directs things.
Yeah. I mean, I suppose, you can always do both.
And then Taika, I would hate being a writer for Taika. He throws scripts out. Yeah, we're just gonna improv. We're just gonna improv this shit. Hey, Phil. Just go for it. You're really sad. And go. Anyways, that's just really what I want to do. And then retire and just be comfortable. If generational wealth is ever an idea, I'll probably jump at it. Heck, Jordan, how many years do you have to work for Hy-Vee to get a pension?
I do not remember.
In the meeting for my union, I can be there for 5 years, and at 59 and a half, that's retirement age apparently for them, I'll get a pension and I'll get $135 a month. Which isn't a lot.
No, that's nothing.
But it's 5 years only for guaranteed money. And it's not a lot of guaranteed money, but they add like $40-something every year. Which really isn't a lot. But,
think about it.
Say I stayed working there until I was 59. Say I was content with something like that. So, so in 5 years from now...
How old are you? 22, right?
22. So 27 into 59 and a half.
How much did you say it was?
So like into 60.
Go into
5
60. Years?
Yeah, so I'll be 27. Much? 27 is 60.
How much did you say it would
135 be? 135 starting at 27, and then you add like $40.
So at retiring age, it'd be at 1,615
every month. Yeah. But I inhale too much steel to be working that long. Dude, I need on a serious cleanse.
Or you just wear your protective equipment.
I have been lately, okay? I don't want to get cancer again. That would freaking suck. That's very inconvenient for me right now, okay? I mean, we got 4 minutes. We could just wrap it up.
Yeah.
How do you want to wrap it up?
Well, that's it. This has been
Wait.
undetermined name for the podcast.
I think next week I want you to listen to the speech from Terrence Fletcher from the movie Whiplash.
Well, what if we don't want to?
I didn't want to watch this movie.
Then why did you?
Because it was for the podcast.
Oh, okay.
And then I liked it. So what if, after this, you have a crush on Terrence Fletcher next week? I will say, he is the embodiment of a hard penis. In this movie specifically, J.K. Simmons is the embodiment of a hard penis.
Okay. No promises, though.
Yeah. Just in case, I don't think I mentioned squat about football. But yeah, I'm not an anime nerd. That's also another element about this podcast. Jordan and I, we love a lot of the same stuff, okay? We like a lot of stuff that it's rare for you to not like it. He's got Transformers posters, Star Wars, superheroes, that easily in the last decade has gone from nerd stuff to cool stuff for everybody. And, video games. Who doesn't like video games besides productive people? But despite all that, Jordan and I have almost always had completely opposite ideas for how we should run our lives. But every once in a while, I really appreciate the other perspective, even though he acts like I hate him for disagreeing with him all the time. Because, I would be mad too if I was wrong all the time. So, that should definitely make things interesting. I actually would love to argue with you a couple times on here, but only if it's natural. We're never going to force an argument. Okay, I'm not going to start shit with you for no reason. But if something naturally comes up, and then we could just have something freaking hash out on accident, and then people pick sides, and then have us hate each other, and we'll just keep on coming back only for money. I think that'd be a pretty beautiful friendship, Jordan.
Oh, sure.
I love you.
Yeah, I love you too.
Yeah?
But, I don't think that'd be a beautiful friendship at all.
I think it would be perfect. See? We're arguing. Oh, snap. But anyways, Jordan, before we leave, who do you want to make this podcast out to?
Whoever listens.
Well, yeah, but who do you love?
Literally anyone who listens.
Okay. First podcast, Mom, I love you.
Anyone who
never
listens,
tell me.
I love you.
Never tell me about my. Never tell me about the man that you married's penis ever again. Okay.
All right, guys.
Hey.
This has been undetermined name.
Podverse, too many words, something like that. We'll figure it out. But, hey. Amen on 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah!